of the ball and 3 days of ticket passes. $10 raffle. See David Stouffer, he's selling them right now. It's a fantastic deal for $10. A brand new ball drilled if you win a Pro-Am spot for the $5,000 guaranteed Pro-Am. David's selling lots of tickets up here behind 31 and 32.
We're on, Hoss.
All right, let me go.
You're in.
Let me go.
Shoot about another minute.
All right, let me get in there. Thank you. David, right there.
Okay.
Okay, you're good to go, Hoss. You're on. Get this going for you.
It's going to, and we're ready to roll. Hello again, everybody, live from Lightning Strikes Bowl in Fort Myers, Florida. We'd like to welcome all of you here to Lightning Strikes in Southwest Florida. Tonight is week 24 of the Audi of Fort Myers League, an unbelievable league where Dave Forbes, the general manager of Audi of Fort Myers, came up with a promotion that if you bowl 300 or 800 with handicap, and the handicap's based on 90% of 235, you're in the use of an Audi for 2 days with a full tank of gas that you don't have to replace. And so far in this league season, 100 2-day usages have been won. Audi of Fort Myers also added $6,000 to the prize fund. There's 40 teams with a $100 team fee, $10,000 added to the prize fund, and 100 2-day usages given out. I'm Larry LICHSTEIN. I'll be calling the action tonight. An unbelievable gesture from a world-renowned brand, Audi of Fort Myers. Let me show you the standings in the league. They're very interesting. And let me show you exactly what's going on and explain to you how the league works. We have 4 9-week segments. In segment 1, Cookie Dough actually won the segment, 50 points and 13 losses. 50 wins, 13 losses. They bowl for 63 points a segment. 9 weeks, 7 points a week, 63 points. So actually, right now, Cookie Dough is seeded into our 4-team roll-off. The other team that has won the second segment was Miami Heat. And if you look at their scores in this third segment, they're 8-27. They have no chance to win. They went 51-12 in the second 9-week segment. Now, Cookie Dough leading this segment. Interestingly, if they win, they would be seeded number 1 in the 4-team roll-off, and the team that got to them would have to beat them twice. 4 teams, 4 winners every 9 weeks will bowl a roll-off in May. A great mixed league, 160 bowlers in the league, the largest mixed league in Southwest Florida with the greatest prize fund. Keep in mind tomorrow night the Oaks Farms League bowls, $20,000 added in that league, 36 teams. So tonight with $10,000 added, tomorrow night $20,000 added, Tuesdays and Wednesdays here $30,000 added to the prize fund at Lightning Strikes. Approximately 300 bowlers will bowl tonight and tomorrow night. This past weekend, we had 138 entries in the Heinz 57 and 152 entries in the 9-pin no-tap. 290 bowlers bowling this weekend, 304 tonight and tomorrow night. Unbelievable. Total of 600 bowlers here bowling on Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. An unbelievable week just went by. Let me show you the cameras. We have split screens up for everybody. 9 through 24, 29 through 44, and then we'll go close up if we have to. What we do is we look for scores in the league. We look for 300s and 800 at the end of the night for the awards. 100 two-day usages won. These are the cameras you'll be watching this evening. We'll have a front view up right here over the lane, front view coming at you, and of course our concourse cams. And as you can see, the house is filling up with lots of bowlers. Keep in mind also, we have signed a contract with the PBA to have the PBA Senior Tour here April 9th through April 13th. Audio Fort Myers sponsoring the Pro-Am on April 10th, adding $5,000 of prize money to the Pro-Am. Hammer will be our ball sponsor, courtesy of Brunswick. Hammer Brands, you'll be able to enter the Pro-Am for $160, a spot in the Pro-Am, and a shot at the $5,000 of prize money. One Pro-Am spot, but you can take the ball with you if you want and bring it to your driller, that's fine. $160, WebMB, Hammer, and a Pro-Am spot with a shot at the $5,000 of prize money given out by Audi of Fort Myers. An unbelievable promotion. Also, February 27th, our scratch event, $2,500 guaranteed for first place. March 27th, our scratch event, $5,000 guaranteed for first place. Also, the PBA Southern Region Non-Champions event here, March 5th, 6th, and 7th. 80 bowlers over the age of 50, 80, 49, and under. That PBA event sponsored by iRoof. So we are rolling here at Lightning Strikes. A great February, a great March, and a great April schedule. We will be live streaming all these events for you, our weekends events, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturdays, and Sundays when we have events. Keep in mind, Lightning Strikes in Fort Myers is doing everything it can to promote the sport with great tournaments, PBA events, scratch events, handicap events, 9-pin no tap, Heinz 57, triples, senior event this weekend, and just lots of events this weekend. The Super Senior 3 Gamer, check in at 12:30 on Saturday. The Bowlers Bowl at 2. Hello, thank you. My girlfriend Laurel just came in. The 13th of February, the Senior 4 Gamer, that's bowlers 50 and over to bowl that one. So this Saturday, the Super Senior, bowlers over the age of 60. February 13th, the regular senior, bowlers over the age of 50. February 20th, the Handicap 5 Gamer, sponsored by Jerry Michelanek. And I got some history for all of you did we just lose you? I hope we didn't. On February 20th. Also some history this Saturday that I'm going to be talking to you about. A 50th anniversary for me this Saturday, February 6th. I will be talking to you about it this Saturday with some pictures. You'll be fascinated to see them. Some pictures will be taken Friday, 49 years, 364 days later. I'm going to show those pictures Saturday and the pictures from 50 years ago. You'll enjoy that coming this Saturday, February 6th. Again, lots of friends on. Welcome aboard, everybody. Mike Cheatham, Jordan Fraser. Thank you for joining us here this evening at Lightning Strikes in Fort Myers. Lots of friends on. Roy Caron, Carl George, Barry Seitz, Shirley Berner, Joe Meldich, welcome aboard. Jordan Fraser, Donna Parker, thank you so much for joining us tonight here in Southwest Florida. Kalani Sabio, Pamela Snotter, Rowlett, thank you.
I have your paper.
And David Stouffer running a raffle tonight for the Hammer 2.0 and the Hammer WebMD. Hammer now sponsoring our senior event. David there at the raffle table. Go ahead. So he's going to make announcements and try to sell some raffle tickets. He's there with his wife and his daughter. In the raffle tonight, you win a ball, a Pro-Am spot, and drilling, and 3 days of ticket passes, courtesy of Hammer, Audi of Fort Myers, and Lightning Strikes. Another great evening for bowling here. Place is filling up. And we are thrilled, absolutely thrilled to have the PBA Senior Tour here, Lucas Barnes, Pete Weber, and we do expect a charity for my closest friend, Johnny Petraglia. David Forbes, the general manager of Audi, is donating money to Johnny Petraglia's charity. We do expect to have Johnny here to accept that money. We will be running some raffles of different bowling items for Johnny during the tournament and for his charity that goes to Vietnam veterans, Johnny, an ex-Green Beret. So we have lots of things planned here in Southwest Florida to promote the sport, and we want to thank Hammer, Tyler Armour from Brunswick, the Southern Regional Sales Rep. We picked two great hammer balls to be given out, and David going to make an announcement here.
So tonight we have our owner in the building, Robert Eddy. He's going to be bowling down on 9 and 10s, and we also have David Forbes in the building, who is sponsoring our Pro-Am PBA 50 event on April 10th. I believe it's April 10th is the Pro-Am. Mr. Forbes, Audi of Fort Myers, is guaranteeing a $5,000 prize fund. So if you are bowling the Pro-Am, you are guaranteed a $5,000 prize fund to bowl for. Also tonight, we partnered up, Mr. Robert Eddy and Lightning Strikes here, we partnered up with Hammer. Hammer is sponsoring our PBA 50 event along with Mr. Robert Eddy. We're going to run a ball raffle. They're $10 a ticket, $10 per ticket. 20 tickets must be sold. I'm going to run 3 raffles tonight, maybe more if we get enough interested. So it's $10 a ticket. If you win the ticket, you end up choosing either the Hammer WebMB or the Hammer Black Widow 2.0. Also, the drilling will be included, the grips will be included, switch grip will be included. It will all be included, and you will also get a Pro-Am entry, and you will also get a 3-day pass while the PBA 50 players
Unbelievable
are here.
for a $10 bill,
Tonight,
a brand new ball. If you win the raffle,
my daughter Mackenzie is going to help me run this.
20 $10 tickets wins you a Hammer MD, a 2.0 if you'd like it,
Once again, you get a choice
Pro-Am
of
spot,
either the WebMD
and entry
or
for
the
3
Black Widow
days.
2.0.
Unbelievable,
The drilling is
unbelievable
included. You get a
offer.
Pro-Am entry for the
Audi of Fort
$5,000
Myers
prize
adding
fund.
$5,000 to the Pro-Am
Pro-Am
on April 10th. What a sponsor David Forbes is.
I will let you know if you do win either one of these and you do bowl the Pro-Am event, the PBA Tour has asked us if you are going to be bowling with the pros, you are to wear a mask. So if this bothers you, you will have to pass off your entry or just pass on it altogether. But while you're bowling with the PBA 50 pros, you will be asked to please wear a mask. It's the only recommendation that they have from us. They are working with us, Mr. Weber. Our team is in close contact with John Weber, trying to get them here and keep us happy as well. We're going to rope off a section to where you can interact with the PBA 50 Tour players, but you will have to wear a mask, and we just ask you to
Get Dean
go by their
Abaddon,
guidelines
Greg
while we have those
Silcox,
players
Dustin
here.
Valentine,
So once
Joe
again, come
Panko,
up and see us.
Ajike Williams, hello
Mr.
Ajike,
Forbes Jr. with Audi of Fort Myers.
Allison
Thanks for your
Pellicati,
guaranteed $5,000
Ron
prize fund
Milliken,
for the Pro-Am.
welcome aboard, Emmett Stanley, Ewan Berner, Gabe Roa, Donna Parker, thank you so
And
much
Mr.
for joining
Robert
us
Eddy,
here.
Thanks again for all you do for Lightning Strikes and keeping bowling great. All right, Gabe, get him going.
Great job by
Audio
Dave
Fort Myers,
Stouffer.
Welcome back to Lightning Strikes. We do have a couple male subs available if anyone needs one. Don't forget
And
to
competition
take
will
the
start
Audi
shortly. What a
also
Pro-Am
enter,
offer
must enter
we have
before
here.
practice is over.
$160 will get you a WebMD, a Black Widow 2.0, and entry into the Pro-Am that already has a $5,000 prize fund in it, and access to all 3 days of the event without having to pay at the gate. $160. An unbelievable offer. Now the drilling's not included, but there'll be a special drilling price in the pro shop If you want to leave the ball, you can do that. What a deal. Robert Eddy, David Stolfer, Mike Alshire stepping up to the plate again with Ricky Ward, our Pro Shop people. Tyler Armour, the Brunswick Southern Region sales manager, giving us a great offer of Hammer 2.0s. Check this out. Well, we're good all there, all that good. All good. Again, we want to welcome all of you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's watch some front views here. Pretty cool, huh? And you watch the overhead. Watch the ball go down the lane right here. Mark Zell throwing it. Watch this lady right here now. And there's her ball. Atta girl, made a 10 pin, huh? Ginger Gorell right there in the red sweater just bought an Audi a few weeks ago. She loves it. Keep in mind, in this league, there has been 100 two-day usages won. 100 two-day usages have been won in this league. Evan Varnicki bowling tonight, the young star from Weber on lane 14. And what an exciting Wednesday last week with Ryan Tamburino. Both Evan and Ryan teammates at Weber, both bowled 300 here in Game 3 in the Oaks Farms League. And Tamburino set the house record with 875. 4 pins away from the association record, his first 3 games ever in this house, ever. I've never heard of anything like that. 3 games, house record, 875. Skip Vigers watching, my dear friend from the Albany, Schenectady area. Skip Vigers' dad was a PBA champion in 1965. I knew Skip's dad, one of my boyhood idols. Skip Vigers bowled the PBA Tour in the 70s as a young man, and his dad, a PBA champion in the 60s, and his dad beat Don Carter to win his only PBA event. What an unbelievable story to have won one PBA title where you beat Don Carter. Lots of friends on tonight. Rick Wilbur, Rick's son John, the 34th 900 series ever bowled, number 34. House Brown on 34, a Navy chief, 22 years serving our country as a Navy chief. The house is in the house tonight. The house in the house. John Bouvet on, welcome aboard. Hello, Cooper. Nice to see you aboard tonight, Cooper Gates. Leon Bailey, welcome aboard. John W. Sr., hello. Joe Lassick is asking how Tom is doing. Tom Halota is the Director of Operations for Robert Eddy, who is responsible for this live stream. He is the one who came up with it, first set it up, programmed it, got it in the computer, went out and bought the cameras, went out and bought all the software, everything we use. Had a debilitating stroke on Saturday, Friday or Saturday. Praying for Tom. He's in the hospital, being cared for. Tom, all of us are thinking of you and your family. And look forward to seeing you again, my friend. And Lisa, Michelle, we're okay. Looks like we're back. A little problem here, but I think we're back. Hold on. Got to bear with me, folks. Sorry about that. We have had technical problems, and we have them again. So just bear with me. We'll try to get these cameras up. Now they're up. Just bear with me, folks. Sorry about that. Lost everything. That came up. The cameras went dead. Then that came up. Hold on. Sounds on. Lost everything. Shut right down.
You're just going to use the interview cam.
Yep, that's fine. We don't need a lighting.
We don't need two cams, all right?
Stay with me.
Just let me know if anything else. I'm right here.
Get Dave Forbes for me. I'm going to bring Dave Forbes in, folks. This unbelievable man who's added $5,000 to our Pro-Am event here at Lightning and sponsoring the PBA event, and will be donating money to a charity on behalf of Johnny Petraglia. Just an unbelievable man. 100 Audi usages won. And I want to bring Dave in here. He's here tonight. We're going to talk with him a little bit. Just a fine man supporting bowling here in Southwest Florida. And his dad bowled when he was a young boy in an American Legion League in Jamestown, New York. And one of David's goals was to sponsor a league. It reminded him of bowling with his father, who was a Vietnam veteran. So he decided to add $5,000 to our Pro-Am and give Johnny Petraglia a check for $5,000 for John's charity.
We'll post the winning ticket number and then move on to game two if we get more interested, but they're $10 a ticket. We work with Tyler Armour up in Michigan, and this is represented by Hammer.
And I got to bring my buddy in here, Mr. Forbes. Sir, come on in here and sit with me now. Now that we finally had a chance to announce the sit a little closer, the PBA event. I want to thank you so much for what you do for bowling. And I was telling our audience about when you were a little boy, you went and watched your dad bowl in a league in Jamestown. Tell us about that.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a week we used to do that. So my father bowled a couple different places, a place called the Jamestown Bowling Company and a place in Lakewood that we used to go bowling. And what American Legion League one was, so it was all the guys from the American Legion, World War II vets mostly, Vietnam vets, Korean vets, and then another league which was a more traditional kind of a men's league that was every Friday night. So it's
fantastic.
Yeah.
I was telling the audience that you're going to make a donation to a charity that John Petraglia is involved in for Vietnam vets, and your dad was a Vietnam vet, am I correct?
That's correct, yep. He's in the Navy, and I went in the Navy after him, but yeah, he was in the Navy during that time, difficult time in the Vietnam War, and so he had some issues with Agent Orange, as Mr. Petraglia, I've learned, had, and so that's a great charity. That'll be a good thing.
Well, you're unbelievable. Now, there's been 100 two-day usages of Audis won, and I'm just overwhelmed with it. Most of them, the outpouring. What do you hear now that you've done this?
A lot of people never been in our cars, so
Yeah.
that's positive, right? And all these people saying how much they didn't understand what our cars were,
Yeah.
right? They've never had the opportunity to be in them. But now that we sold one, and our friend
Ginger bought one.
Ginger,
Yeah.
she couldn't be ever. I just talked to her. She's excited and and loves her car, and that's the kind of thing. When I see her now, her face lights up because she thinks of her car.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
A lot of people light up. Everybody tells me when they go to pick one up, I get the report, and everybody tells me it was great. They loved it. And what you've done for bowling here, not only with this league, but now the PBA and, of course, the Vietnam charity, on behalf of all of us here, thank you so much for what you've done for bowling.
Oh, you're welcome.
An unbelievable gesture, and I'm glad we became friends.
I am too.
We're friends. We talk about a lot of things together, and I love the A8. I had a chance to drive an A8, and what a car! What a wonderful car.
You can do that again,
I know I could do it again.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I want to find one and buy one if I could ever afford it.
That's awesome.
But I'm going to go to the bowling now. I just wanted to thank you with everybody. I wanted them to meet you and all of our local viewers. Thank you so much for what you've done.
You're welcome. Thank you for what you've done, sir.
And the Audi Pro-Am on April 10th, so get ready.
I can't wait.
Audi Pro-Am, 5,000 guaranteed. And bowling balls, hammers available. What a week of bowling we will have on April 10th. And here we go. Joe Panko on. New York is under snow. Vittorio Pizzoli on from Ireland. Good evening, Vittorio. Leon Bailey on from the United Kingdom. Don Cornett from Holly Springs, North Carolina. Holly Springs. Chuck Burge, hello Chuck Burge, lots of people on it. I was talking about Ronnie Martin III when I saw his name. A great performance a few weeks back where he bowled Don Barrett for the title 3 games a week. Family man, working all day, devoted to his family. 3 games a week a league down at Woodside Lanes in Naples. Got to the title match against a world-renowned player, a U.S. Open champion. It was 1 shot away from winning. In the second ball in the 10th, if he gets 9, it's over. And he got 7 and made 2 of those to lose by a pin. But one of the nicest things I've seen happen in a long time, simply because of the story. 3-game-a-week bowler, bowling, a world ranked, I'm talking in the top 10 bowler for a title here at Lightning Strikes. Had a lot of fans watching and rooting for him. His dad was here. And the end of this month, he could probably have another shot at Barrett again. They're all going to be here. April 27th, 2,500 guaranteed. March 27th, 5,000 guaranteed in our 5-game scratch event. Again, thank you all. Doug Clark on. Jim Iconio on, Sheila Hankey on, welcome aboard. Jeff Bruckner, Audrey Battle, Matt Duncan, Brett Herbert. Jessica's throwing the ball great, Brett. I mean, she looks fantastic. Best I've ever seen her throw it. Jessica getting revitalized right there on lane 12. No, excuse me, that's not Jessica, I thought it was. Just another great night here at Lightning Strikes. There's our owner, the boss. He loves to bowl. Robert Eddy bowling Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and weekends. He's a bowlaholic. Good shot. Oh, not fair. Wrapping the head pin around the 10. And Robert bowling, I'm sure the people on his pair got to be loving it. The boss bowling in a league as owner in a mixed league. And the great Baranecki bowling tonight. Our young superstar, and he is a superstar, believe me. Graduated Weber, part of the Weber Intercollegiate Champion Team of 2019. Still a reigning champion. They didn't have the collegiate championships in 2020 because of COVID. Tony Weber on from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Sheboygan, Wisconsin, the home of Wilsing. What was his name? George Wilsing, who bowled 876 in the early 70s. I'll never forget that. He was out of Sheboygan, I believe. Again, another great group. Mike Stanton on. Hello, Mike. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your lives to be with us here on a windy, chilly day in Fort Myers. Brett, you should be proud of her. She's got a great game, Brett. She always did. Now she's taking it a little more serious, I believe. And I got to be honest with you, her physical game is fantastic. And she needs competition. That's how you get sharp. Leagues and tournaments. So you get mentally sharp, and you win one, and you start to believe it. Winning is contagious. And I mean windy this morning here in Fort Myers. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Those palm trees in my senior park were going sideways, but the sun was out. And no rain. It wasn't, like a hurricane or a squall. Just unbelievable winds here today. And my RV weighs 37,000 pounds. It is a big tank, and that wind was moving it. My bus. This is a very sentimental week for me, just so I can tell all of you why. This is the week that I won my only PBA title, and the days coincide to 50 years ago. So today, 50 years ago, I was bowling the practice session and Pro-Am event at Frank Thatcher's Saratoga Lanes in San Jose, California. This was practice session day where all the pros bowl with the Pro-Am 50 years ago today. And I'm a date nut, and I relive so many dates I can't describe how many, not only involved with bowling but involved with my life. And I had the honor and privilege to talk to yesterday the great Dave Davis, who I beat on television to win that event. It was my only win. I was 1-5 in title matches. My first 41 PBA events, I bowled for the title 5 times. Or 6 times, excuse me. I lost 5 of them. So Davis was my only victim. So I called him yesterday. He lives about 70 miles from me in Lake Placid. Just turned 80. And I said to him, can I come see you Friday? He said, yes. I said, why? I said, I want to take some pictures. He says, why do you want to take pictures? I said, because Saturday's the day. He said, what's Saturday? I said, Saturday's the day I kicked your A 50 years ago. He says, no way. I says, yeah. Saturday is the day I won my only title against you, and I want to take pictures of me and you Friday and post them Saturday. And he said, okay. So I have pictures of me and Dave 50 years to the day, this Saturday coming. Dave Davis was the first great left-hander. Bill Allen was great, but Bill Allen never won Bowler of the Year and never won a major. Dave Davis was the Bowler of the Year in 1967, won the Firestone Tournament of Champions twice, and the PBA National twice. Before Earl Anthony went on his roll, Dave Davis was the greatest left-hander alive. And Of course, when Anthony got it going in 74 and became Bowler of the Year, he was the second left-hander to win Bowler of the Year. Then he won it in 75 and 6 and went on a roll from literally 74 to 83 that is considered to be the greatest 10-year stretch of any pro in history. And Dave was 5-2 against Earl on television. Dave told me that yesterday. Steve Beston, Eileen Keating, George McCaskill, welcome aboard. David Odom. So in the past week, I had lunch with Dave Sutar, spoke with George Pappas twice on the phone, Barry Asher, Dave Davis, and been in contact with Johnny Petraglia for our senior event here. All my idols and best friends. And for all of you that have been bowling fans, these men here changed the sport forever with their professionalism and skill level. They were the men that came after Weber and Carter. They all came in with Jim Stefanich, Wayne Zahn, Dick Ritker, Nelson Burton, Don Johnson, Davis, Petraglia, Asher, Schlegel, Sutar. They were the group after the men in the 50s. These were the guys that came in the 60s. And of course, I came in the late 60s. So for me to still have contact with these men at this time in my life, many we've lost, of course, but to still have them as friends on the telephone or on Facebook just makes my day. We're all old now. I'm the youngest of the group. I'm 71. Everybody else is, John will be 73 in March, or 74 in March. George will be 74 in March next month. Sutar, I think, is 80, and Davis is 80, and Barry Asher about 75. Ernie's 78. Boy, do I love those guys. Which camera out of focus, David? I don't see that here. I'm looking at my cameras now, and I don't see that on my cameras. They look very clear to me. I have a darkness issue with this one right there, but they're very bright on my screen. Hope we don't have camera issues. Sorry if we do. Of course, I've been out of focus since '68, so maybe, yeah, they look pretty good on my tablet in front of me and my screen. Sutar will be 80 in March, Joe Panko says. Sutar won 18 times. First bowler to win the Masters and the Senior Masters. There's the great Rakoski bowling tonight on 7 and 8. Sutar had an unbelievable career. Won 18 times, but had a chance to win every major. Was in the top 5 in every major in his life. And of course, Barry Asher has stayed a celebrity in LA over the years, doing a cameo appearance in The Big Lebowski and having one of the shows on Storage Wars. And of course, Petraglia bowling in the movie Greedy with Michael J. Fox. Petraglia was Michael J. Fox's coach for that movie. With Kirk Douglas. Corey Colbert on. Joe Panko's 48th wedding anniversary tomorrow. Congratulations, Joe. Of course, Joe Panko was on the same staff with Dave Davis, Glenn Allison, Mike Durbin, Don Carter, Carmen Salvino, Harry Smith, Jim St. John, Ted Hoffman, Pete Tontis, Johnny Gunther, Buzz Fazio, Don Russell. As a young man, the Smolcom Enterprises staff. In the heyday of bowling. Imagine being on a junior staff with Carter and Harry Smith. My God. And we'll throw in Glenn Allison and Johnny Gunther. Unbelievable. I hope those names are never forgot. Now again, we're looking for high handicap, large strings to see who can win an Audi. Mike Boyd hurting his hand there, it looks like. Let's see what we got here on lanes 9 and through 12. Not much yet. And then we'll go to 17 through 20. Not a lot there either. Amazing how this league here, well, I don't know if I know everyone and everything, Randy Fuller, but I know you, Randy Fuller. I remember you. I have a great memory. I don't have any great hair, that's for sure. I didn't have a great arm swing, that's for sure. But I have some things that I'm proud of, and one of them is I'm a bowling historian. I can tell you lots of stats, not all of them, but keep in mind I was friends with the first touring pro in the history of bowling. Andy Verapapa and I were good friends. Brunswick hired Andy in 1930 to tour the United States with Willie Mosconi. Mosconi doing pool exhibitions and Andy doing trick shots. And Andy did the first bowling video in 1934 at Lodemar Lanes in Los Angeles. Lodemar was owned by Harold Lloyd, the silent movie star, Ned Day, and Hank Marino. Lodemar. It was an upscale house in the 30s in Hollywood. And that famous video where Verapapa throws the ball through the legs of the ladies in bathing suits, and all the trick shots was made at Lodemar. And the later videos were made at Falcaro's in Long Island, New York, owned by Joe Falcaro. And Verapapa was my friend. To this day, one of the greatest performances in history. At the age of 54 and 55, he won the All-Star back-to-back years in 1946 and 1947's 100 games. He won them back-to-back years. The All-Star is now the U.S. Open. And it could be one of the greatest performances in history. Slowly but surely, it's been forgotten. But you think about it. 100-game event, 54 and 55 years old, beating the field back-to-back years. Unbelievable, unbelievable performance by the great Verapapa. The Bobby Jack story. Joe Panko, you want to hear the Bobby Jack story again? All right. Bobby Jacks was from New Orleans. He was a Cajun, very dark complected, brown eyes, black hair, and grew up as a hustler in the 60s. And was a gambler and a hustler and hung around with the underworld of New Orleans, had some devious friends or dubious friends, and usually ended up owing them money. When he came on tour, he had tailored silk pants, tailor fitted, so his rear end would show pretty good. And the slacks fit perfectly to his weight. Tailored shirts, coiffed hair, and wore different ensembles, beautiful winter clothing, alligator shoes, and used perfume. Now you gotta understand, he was a fantastic bowler, and in 1966 won 3 times on the tour. Then he got banned for 7 years for passing bad checks from 67 to 74. He was banned from the PBA. Now, I'm not making this up, and I'm not trying to knock Bobby. He has since passed on, but this is true. It's documented. It's been written about in the Bowler's Journal, so I'm just repeating history. Well, we became very good friends, and he would tell me of his plans. And in the summer of '86, he had a plan. And the plan was to entice 3 women to sponsor him on the fall tour of 1986. It was 7 tournaments. He wanted $1,000 a week, and he would give the woman 50% of his winnings. So in Seattle, he met a lady. They hit it off real good, and she agreed to the tour. And he said, well, send me the money in early October, and you can sponsor me. And she did. And she sent him a check for $7,000. 2 weeks later, in Fresno, he met a lady, and he asked her to sponsor him on the tour. And then it would cost her $7,000, and she did. And then a few weeks later in Tucson, or they were West Coast cities. I might have the cities wrong, but they were 3 ladies. Well, at the start of the fall tour, he gets checks totaling $21,000. He deposits them, and they clear his bank. His plan is not to cash. So if he doesn't cash, he doesn't owe them any money. And he makes $21,000 for 7 weeks. So he bowls week 1, he doesn't cash. Week 2, he doesn't cash. Week 3, he doesn't cash. Week 4, he doesn't cash. Week 5, there's a shot on the left in Indianapolis, and he thinks he can win the tournament. And lo and behold, he decides to bowl good, and he qualifies for TV. And he loses, and he makes $8,500. Well, now the 3 ladies want their money back, so they all come to Chicago the next week, and they all get flights. They want their money, but at the same time, 2 goons come up from New Orleans because he owes a bookmaker down there $10,000, and they fly to Chicago, and they tell him if he doesn't give them the check, they're going to kill him. So I was holding the money for him, and he comes running out and says, give me the money, and I had to give him the money, and he gave it to the 2 goons, and the 2 goons got on a plane and went back to New Orleans, and now Jack's had to face the 3 ladies all week in Chicago, who then realized they've been duped, and they got nothing. And he was an unbelievable guy. He had a lot of scams, but I still love him and miss him. I was enterprising, but I never thought about that one. 3 sponsors and not cashing. How about that for a scam? 3 sponsors and not cashing. Randy Fuller, you unloaded. Well, it couldn't have been in the late 60s because I wasn't player service director until 74. But you might have unloaded my stuff. I had lots of kids across the country helping me unload every week. I don't see any large strings yet now. Any shots in an Audi here? Now, Will Butler on lane 37, great story. He drives over here from Miami every Tuesday with his wife, Jay. 125 miles one way. 250 every Tuesday. They're bowling 36 weeks in this league. They're going to drive 9,000 miles to bowl this league. Plus our weekend events and Saturday junior leagues where his kids bowl. Good friend of mine. Wonderful man. Him and his wife love to bowl. Tyler Altman right there on lane 38 with 4 300s in his house, 2 800s. Wow, Altman deeper than any right-hander with that two-handed shot. You?
I need my money.
What's wrong?
The one guy got a schedule change.
Well, he'll be here tomorrow, but I don't have his number.
He's supposed to be here tomorrow. We see him.
Oh, I'll tell him. Anyways, a full house here at Lightning, as you can see, just everybody enjoying their evening here. You can sit back and eat a sandwich like Randy is there. And just enjoy yourself. That's my boy Larry right there talking to Bobby Hamilton. They learned how to bowl junior leagues together. That's my boy Larry with the hat on. Check out Larry looking pretty cool tonight. It's actually him. Look at him. 23 years old. Helps me do the live stream here. He's looking pretty cool with them sneakers on and that shirt. I don't know if I could wear anything like that. That people would look at me like there was something wrong with me. My guess on cars tonight? Mike Lewis is on, my dear friend from Dallas. A bowling legend in Dallas, Mike Lewis, has seen the greatest bowlers in Texas history. Norm Duke, Bill Lillard, Bobby Cooper, Bob McGregor, Anthony Simonson, best of friends with Anthony Simonson.
You talk to him tomorrow. Bring it up. Thanks, Larry.
Chris Warren, Del Ballard, Chris Barnes, Mike Lewis, a great bowler in his day. Thank you for coming aboard.
All right, Audi, a Fort
Tonight.
Myers Bowler. Your ticket number is scrolling across the bottom of your monitors. Up above your head, across the bottom of your monitors. Your winning ticket is scrolling across there. Plus, I'll have the number up here at the table. On behind is 3132. Thanks, guys.
Got a winning ticket number there. Somebody going to win a bowling ball tonight and a Pro-Am entry for $10. $10. In a Pro-Am with a $5,000 guaranteed prize fund. 3 days of tickets for free. A hammer or a WebMD. Drilled for $10. Heck of a deal there. And just a great night. There's David with James Oswald running the raffles. Donnie Schwartz getting in. And we're doing everything we can to promote the sport here in this facility. Keep in mind, 600 bowlers bowled here Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's not counting the rest of the week. Robert Eddy just changing the culture of bowling in Southwest Florida. And we're not done. I have 2 potential sponsors coming here tomorrow that I'm going to be talking to about taking sponsorship. One of them was a great action bowler from Connecticut in the 60s. He was a legend in the 60s in Connecticut action. Now lives here and is interested in some sponsorship. Let's watch Baranecki, the great young champion. Works here in our pro shop. Yeah, broke it late. Patty and Scott Cooper, who were part of the Heinz 57 win on Saturday, didn't fare that well Sunday in the 9-pin no-tap. Scores were from another planet on the Sunday 9-pin no-tap event, about 2300s. I say tonight 8 Audis. Frank Giannino now, let's see, has a chance right here for one. The Detroit Stroke, 69 years old out of Detroit, still throws the ball great. Watch him right up and at him. Doesn't swing the heads. Right there, right up and at him. And 10 in the pit for the Detroit Stroke. Now he has a shot for a car in game 1. We'll come back to 17 and 18 and watch the stroke. His wife, Debbie, when Frank bowls bad, she calls him the Detroit Choke. Oh boy. That's not good when your wife calls you a choke. True story. He's the Detroit Stroke when he's striking, and the Detroit Stroke when he isn't. Or a reversal, I mean. When he's striking, the Detroit Stroke, and when he's not, the Detroit Choke. And there's House Brown. Again, we want to thank all of you so much. Praying for all of you, praying for our country and the people that have suffered with COVID. Every day I pray. I just ask God to help us. I've lost 5 friends, and each time I lose one, boy, I never thought I'd even be saying that. But I pray for all of you, and I hope that we end this thing. I'm on the list for a shot. They sent me a letter today or a text that I'm on the list. They'll let me know. I'm trying another one tomorrow at 6 a.m., a Publix website. Anything I can to get lucky and get on that thing. Get it over with. Get the shots and move on. Mary Berner on. Mary Berner, ladies and gentlemen. Our tournament director and promoter, and what a job she did this past weekend. 290 entries. A year ago, unheard of in this facility. A year later, a weekend with 290. Mary has this unbelievable knack of communicating with everybody. And takes her time to reach out to them and gives them lectures. Mary likes to lecture her bowlers. They get the Mary lecture. I get a lecture.
Did you see that? Linda Johnson, the winner of the first game ticket.
Linda won.
She gets the 2.0, the drill. She's excited.
Linda Johnson winning the first raffle. That's the lady that's got a locked left arm, the veteran. She's a service veteran who got injured in the service, was in a wheelchair for 5 years and started the bowl again. She won the Pro-Am entry and the ball. And if anybody should win, it's Linda Johnson. Now, Chris here, 79, no, does not have enough room. Let's get to the Detroit stroke. Barnecki tripping a 4-9. Now the Detroit stroke has a shot at an Audi here. We're going to stay right on him here in the 10th. Mary says she slept till 10 yesterday morning. Mary, I'm not joking. So did I. I never, ever, ever stay in bed till 10 o'clock. And yesterday morning, I was in bed till 10. And I got to be honest with all of you, I was knocked out, and I don't have to do what Mary does. I'm sitting and talking. She's running around across the bowling center all day. But my tongue was tired from flapping it. $290 entries on a weekend. And everybody laughing and having a good time. You talk about a happy place. My God, it's crazy. I like to watch the faces, see what they say and how they react. It's absolutely amazing. To be able to watch them. I love watching them. Just the facial expressions, the camaraderie, the hugs. What I found is there's an electricity in here and a vibe of excitement. It's become their living room, and I find it to be remarkable.
You know what really helped me? If I
So anyways, it's just to watch it and be able to relate as to what's actually happening. I find it remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Now the Detroit Stoke left an 8-10. Oh my God! Now his wife's going to call him the Detroit choke. Look at that, and look at the score with the 8-10 in the 10th. 277 with an 8-10 in the 10th. Oh my God! He's never going to live it down. And again, we're so excited now. Keep in mind, a little over 2 months, the PBA Senior Tour will have its inaugural event of the 2021 season. The greatest legends will be here. Little by little, we're getting confirmations. We know Walter Ray Williams, Parker Bone, Bobby Lerner, and Lino Monticelli. Pete Weber, if he doesn't make the finals in the Masters, will be here, and Chris Barnes. And, of course, I will have my live stream booth up by then. I plan on interviews with all of them. And quite frankly, for us to bring them to Southwest Florida, and Robert Eddy being the type of host that he is, this is just the beginning of a long relationship with the PBA Senior Tour. We do have the PBA Southern Region coming here the 5th, 6th, and 7th of March for their non-champions event. Bowlers 50 and over, 49 and under are eligible for that. If they've never won a PBA title, you can enter that event. So keep in mind, Robert Eddy, Mike Alshire, Dave, for our staff, doing everything we can to promote the sport here in Southwest Florida and nationally with our live stream. Now, I don't see any 300s yet. No awards yet. And the same thing happened last week. It was kind of slow, and by the end of the night we had 7 or 8 go out, and it seems like tonight it's the same. Well, he throws it good. Whoever that kid is right there, I don't know who that is. He throws the ball really, really good. I've seen him before in here. Got to find out who he is. He's got a nice game. And Mary Burnett telling us we got 25 super seniors all ready for Saturday. Mary, am I eligible for that event? Mary? I haven't bowled a league or a tournament in 9 years, so I don't have an average. How does that work, Mary? If somebody doesn't have an average and they want to bowl, do you appoint them an average based on their last time they bowled? What do you do? I'm kind of curious about that. Mary Berner, our tournament director, promoter, and my friend. I drilled her first fingertip for her. Cindy Everett on, Elaine Medugno. Elaine and Mark Medugno, you guys are amazing, Elaine. I was so happy that you both won. Elaine, two of my favorite people, Mark and Elaine, bowled great Sunday and really got a gift when that 7-10 stood. They were probably thinking they were going to finish second, and this young man, Yanis is his last name, left a rip 7-10 to lose. But that's part of the sport. Stick with streaming. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Joe and I used to be friends, ladies and gentlemen, before that remark. For this event, it would be 220. Well, thank you, Mary. I'll stay in the booth. That's all I need to know. Why do people think I'm supposed to be bowling scratch? My God, I'm old. And I got one ball. I don't even need a bag. We are still friends. Yes, we are, Joe. And so far tonight, no wins a shutout in game one, and quite frankly, I would not bet on a shutout under any circumstance. Yes, I could go to a 6-pound T-zone, Cooper, no doubt. I can leave the back row at 16 pounds, so I may as well throw 6. At least I'll have some ball speed. And again, low scores so far. When the cameras went out before, I lost the other Lightning Strikes cameras, so we're on our interview cam. But low scores in game one, surprising the way the scores were this past weekend. And sometimes that happens here. It's very cold in here today. It has a lot to do with air conditioning. It's freezing. I mean, my fingers are cold. A lot of people, if you'll notice, wearing long sleeves. And it's chilly in here. Even David Stouffer's in pants tonight. That's a rarity. But I have a feeling that cold temperature does something to the lanes. Mickey Bennett is on tonight. Hello, sis. How you doing there, sis? Good to see you, or have you with us. Say hello to Andrew for me. Hope all is well. I heard you got a lot of snow up there in Agawam. Got the snow blower out, do you? I had the hair blower out today, as you can tell, sis. The hair blower, yes. Blew all the hair right off.
Do you want to try to do like a live call with Norm? Or do you want to wait?
Be right with you, folks. I'll be right back. I'm going to put it on split screen. Just stay with me.
All right, yeah, so set that up. Maybe we'll do like a little live.
Yeah. Anyways, it's great to be able to plan some things. I've got a call later this evening with Norm Duke. as soon as my live stream is over. He just texted me, and we're going to be giving Norm a very cordial invite. Now, keep in mind, the way it works is they bowl the Senior U.S. Open and the Senior Masters at the bowling stadium in Reno, and our tournament coincides with the U.S. Open. So if Norm were to make the finals in the U.S. Open and not make TV, he would have to fly here Saturday, miss the practice session, maybe the Pro-Am. If he doesn't make the finals, he could fly here Thursday or Friday and be able to bowl this event and the practice session and the Pro-Am. Same with Pete Weber and Chris Barnes. So we have conflicting dates, but we have sent out an offer to them from our owner, Robert Eddy, and Audi of Fort Myers, that if they don't make the cut, we will get them here and they will have nice cars waiting, and we want to extend our hospitality to those three bowlers for all of you to watch, and of course Flow Bowling and the inaugural event of 2021. So I'll be on the phone with Norm, and what I might do is schedule a phone call with him and I tomorrow night for all of you. I'm going to try and do that if I can. Maybe he'll talk to us. Norm and I go back 41 years. I met Norm when he was 16 at Forum Bowl in Dallas, Texas, bowling a junior Pro-Am during the 1980 Quaker State Open. 41 years ago. And when he came out on tour, naturally, my business drilled his bowling balls, and Norm and I became best of friends. And one of only three men to win 40 PBA National Tour stops. Norm at 40, Earl Anthony at 44, and Walter Ray Williams at 47. And Parker Bone, I believe, is next, or Pete Weber, 37 or 38. Parker Bone will be here. Pete Weber, we will do everything we can to have those greats in our facility in April, and I will have them in my new booth and be interviewing them. It should be a lot of fun. And hopefully all of you will be joining us that week for quite a week. Bob Lockhart on, Toby Bianomeni on, Mike McKay, Wayne Carr, welcome aboard. My sister Mickey's on. I'm coming home in May, Mickey. I'll see you. I was thinking about it today. I want to see you and Andrew, and I will, so help me. Be 5 years. My God, that's crazy. Anyways, I'm driving out of here. As soon as my stream is over for the Oaks Farms League in May, I'm driving up to Connecticut, and I'm leaving a car. Leaving it at Michael's, so I can fly back and forth with a car up there in May and August and Thanksgiving and Christmas. I have to get back there. Bob Lockhart, you like my stories? I got a Sacramento story. Country Club, 1975. I was there at the Candle Rock Lounge with Reg Pearson. Ran Country Club Bowl. I was there at Sacramento, the capital of California. Long time ago. A 12-pound ball has the same density as water? Cooper? I never heard of that in my life till now. Interesting. God. Okay, let's take some close-up looks here. In fact, let's go to the front camera here and watch some of our bowlers. Keep in mind, this is a mixed league. You know, the skill level's lower, obviously, but they are bowlers, and they have the same goal as everyone else. They want to strike. They just strike less. But nonetheless, they all bowl. They love to bowl. And that's why we live stream them. Sort of amazing when you look at the back area here. You can just kick back and chill. That's what I like the most about a big concourse. You just get away a little bit and sort of have a sandwich or a soda and be alone and gather your thoughts if you choose to. Look at Rakoski down there by the pro shop, sitting there with Donnie Schwartz. They're just back there chilling, talking, high-fiving. Just in their own little world back there. Plenty of room. That's my boy Larry. Michelle, that's my boy right there. Sister Michelle, look at Larry. Put the sneakers on. How about those sneakers? I wouldn't be caught dead in those things. The heck are those things? Look at that shirt. That's his buddy Bobby Hamilton. They bowled junior leagues together. Known each other since they were both 9 or 10 years old, 8 years old. And there's the boss, Robert Eddy. Check out the boss. The boss trying to win an Audi, having a hard time doing it. Let's stay right here now. We got a little string going, and that's what we want. And that bowler's getting 36 pins. So right now we do have our first chance of the evening for a Audi win right here. This is Manny Gonzalez up now for number 7, which would get him right at about 95 over. All right, so he's right in the hunt for the Audi win of the first Audi win of the night. And Manny went a little high, so he's 49 and 36 is 85. He's going to need a triple, so we'll come back to Manny on 11 and 12. Manny Gonzalez. Here we go. Here we got a little action. And 45 pins handicap on lane 17. We got to watch this one now. I don't know who that is. I can't quite see the name, but let's watch this, because if they get this one, they're at 94 over in the 6th frame. They've got a great shot. If they can get the 6th strike here, which would get them an Audi for 300 in game 2. Again, 100 Audi usage is won since the league's 5th week. We're in week 24. So in 20 weeks after tonight, averaging 5 a week, sometimes 6. Amazing statistic, an amazing show of generosity from Dave Forbes. sponsoring our Pro-Am for $5,000 when the senior tour gets here, and giving Johnny Petraglia $5,000 for his Vietnam charity. What do you think about that? And a bowler at heart, showing generosity, helping Lightning Strikes, bring bowlers into the building, creating excitement. Here tonight watching the league, sponsoring the league, and he's here tonight. Worked all day at the auto dealership, here tonight with 160 bowlers. If that isn't loving the game, I don't know what is. Oh, that's Austin. That's very good right there. Austin with 6 in a row now. Austin with a shot. So we have a shot on 9 through 12 with Manny Gonzalez right here. And he's 6 counted. Now he's got to make this or he's in a lot of trouble. No, that's not Manny, excuse me. Manny coming up shortly. Randy Nicaro on. Steve Latulis. Bob Giadio, sorry. Welcome aboard, everybody. You're watching the Audi of Fort Myers League in Southwest Florida at Lightning Strikes Bowl. And the owner of the bowl right there on lane 9, Robert Eddy. Bowled last night, bowls tonight, bowls tomorrow night, and we'll be bowling this weekend. Bowls 4 to 5 nights a week. An entrepreneur, does not work here, does not live in Fort Myers. Just owns the bowl, owns Seed to Table. If you really want to see one of his enterprises, pull up the website for Seed to Table, and you'll see the finest food provider in the United States, in the world of groceries. But not only is it groceries, you can eat there. Anything you buy, you can have cooked. Anything. I don't care what it is. It makes no difference. Shrimp, lobster, crab, filet, pork chops, turkey, chicken, you name it. You buy it there, you can cook it, eat it there, and then take your groceries home. It's a double-decker, a mezzanine above with a lounge, live music, TV sets, and Manny with the Week 10. And we're looking for large strings. We'll watch Justin Kalicki shortly. He's on this lane. I can read the name now. Thank you, Mary. Mary coaching Larry today like she always does. Keep in mind now, if Justin gets this one, he's over 300 pace after 7 frames of competition. So he's coming up now on 6 in a row. There were no wins in game 1. Keep in mind, if they bowl 800 with handicap, they also can win a 2-day usage. Last week, Jessica Herbot had 299, and then, of course, with handicap had over 800. So she won 2 usages last week, 4 days of usage. Here goes Justin. That looks pretty good right there. There it is, ripping the rack for number 7. So, right now he's at a 304 pace. And look at Jim with 6 in a row and 61 pins handicap on lane 25. Now, with 61 pins and 49 in the wood, he's at 310 right now. So he just needs to mark out in the 8th, 9th, and 10th to win an Audi. 8th, 9th, and 10th to win an Audi. So Justin Kalicki, Jim, and Manny Gonzalez right now in game 1, or game 2, excuse me, have a chance to win a car. Freddie Engel's on the ice. The ice is on. And right here, Dan and Holly Lott coming up. Dan Lott right here and his wife Holly have their 1-year anniversary this evening. I want to congratulate them on 1 year. And that's Danny right there, longtime bowler in Southwest Florida. Dan Lott and his wife Holly right in front of him. 1-year anniversary tonight. Congratulations. Now, Manny Gonzalez opened and cannot make it. So we'll watch right here. Manny Gonzalez opened and cannot get the car. So we're going to stay right here and watch Justin Kalecki, who's on 7 in a row and has a shot at an Audi. Again, a cold and windy day today. Really not good. I woke up this morning, those palm trees were going sideways. Spoke to my son had 18 inches of snow. Very cold in New England. Shelley Slagelon, welcome aboard, Shelley. Mike Hendershot, Jennifer Emmett, welcome aboard, everybody. We're going to watch Justin Kalecki come up here on lane 17. With 45 pins handicap right now, he has to stay clean, make good shots, keep the ball in play. And we're going to watch the other gentleman, the left-hander. Here's Justin now for number 8. That's got a hook. No, now he's in trouble. Look at that. Did not want to do that. We'll come right back to 17 in a moment. Let's watch this gentleman right here. Vietnam War veteran. It's Jim Coates. That's a good shot by Jim Coates. Watch this. Check him out. I love it. Check him out. He's getting 61 pins. He's at a 320 pace. Jim Coates. We'll come back to Jim. Let's watch Justin Kalecki now to shoot the spare here. Jim Coates looking pretty good tonight. Let's go up the high end here and watch some bowlers. Not much going on here in scores. No. How about here? No, not a lot. Nice shot by Will Butler. .55 in Pompano. Imagine that's only 23 degrees above freezing in Pompano Beach, Florida. Yikes! All right, here we got some big scores right here. We'll stay right on this pair and watch for a little bit. Jerry McAlanick now up, who did bowl 300 last Tuesday, and we missed it when the live stream went out. It looks like he might bowl 300 this Tuesday, and hopefully the live stream will stay on. Jerry McAlanick with Royal Palm Realty, sponsoring our 5-game handicap event every month. Formerly out of Wisconsin. Brad Stewart right behind him. Let's watch Jim Coates here now. Look at this, just a two-stepper. That's got to hurry. Come on, hard, hard, hard. Oh boy, this is what we don't want. See, he walks pretty slow, obviously. Probably got some ailments because of that approach. You can tell by the way he bowls. But a veteran, avid bowler. Now he really needs to cover this. He's getting 61 pins. Does not want to open the 9th and 10th to miss the car. And I know for him, he'll be thrilled if he can mark these 2 frames. Cover the spare here, get a mark in the 10th. That looks pretty good. He should make it. Hold it. Good. All right. 1 down, 1 to go. He needs a good count in the 10th. He gets 9, he's a lock. If he gets a 6 and 2, he could actually miss by a pin. So we're gonna watch Jim when we come back. That's Holly now having her anniversary today with Dan, avid bowler, Holly Lott. And again in game 2, not a lot of scoring. They look tougher tonight. And they are tougher. Again, lower scores tonight at Lightning. And Kalecki made that spare, folks. See that? He made that 210 in the 8th frame, and that kept him now in the hunt. He's at a 3:03 pace. So let's watch the young man right here. Justin Kalecki needs to mark twice to get an Audi. Got the strike, okay. He needs a mark in the 10th for an Audi. So does Jim Coates. And right here, Jerry McAlanick and Brad Stewart. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we got a little action here for some cars, which we like. All of a sudden. Jerry McAlanick, last week, the 3rd game, we just missed the 300, game 2, and we lost the live stream. I'd love to see him do it again. So would he. Here we go. Michelanic coming up now. 4, number 7, and right behind him, Brad Stewart. Both with a chance here. Both of them avid bowlers, action players. Great shot for Jerry. There's 7 for Jerry Michelanic. Royal Palm Realty. Associated with Better Homes and Gardens. Brad Stewart with the 10, so he can't get it now. Keep it up, keep it up.
Mr. Larry, pull me a ticket, sir.
Okay, I'm going to pull a raffle winner here now. Second one?
Game 2. Yep.
Game
Our
2. There it is. Larry LICHSTEIN. Oh, no, sorry.
Larry LICHSTEIN.
Okay. And if you'll notice right here, the bowler on 27 coming up after this frame is getting 40 pins. So we have a shot there as well for an Audi. Right now at a 249 pace. This next strike will get them to a 259 pace. So they need a strike in the 9th and 10th to get an Audi win, so let's watch that. Is that Mark Zell?
That's Mark Zell.
That's Mark Zell, now with 259, and 40 is 299.
He can't get an Audi. Hey, he can't get an Audi.
Is the sub?
No, he's on the roster, but next week he'll have 12 games.
Oh, okay, cannot get an Audi.
Game 2 ticket has been drawn. It is scrolling across the bottom of your screen.
He cannot get an Audi because he doesn't have enough games in yet. Just found that out from Mark Pulaski. And Jim Coates, oh no. Has he got 294? I think he's got enough with 7. I don't think he needs any of these. I think he has enough. It looks like 294 and 7 is a 301. I hope so. Pretty good shot there for Jim Coates. Look at this. And I think that's a 303. That's a 303. And Jimmy Coates with an Audi. I love it. Vietnam veteran. And I'm sure he's got to be thrilled. Now, oh my God, look at that. Austin Kalicki opened to go 291. See it? Right there on lane 17. Needed the spare for a car. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't like to see that. You know, like I've said in earlier shows, some of these people, you know, never really won anything. They're handicap players. They never won state titles or city titles or scratch events or handicap events. So winning a 2-day usage, you know, in a $70,000 brand new car for them is a highlight. I mean, they've not won anything. They're just bowlers. You know, they bowl for fun and come in and, you know, meet some friends and socialize. All of a sudden, they go into a car dealership and drive out of there in a $70,000 car and a tank of gas. Not a bad deal.
Larry, Kenneth Lott was the winner of the bowling ball, but he's going to give the Pro-Am entry to Holly Lott.
Oh, you mean that? You mean Danny Lott?
For the Pro-Am
Danny Lott.
Kenneth Lott.
Kenneth Lott.
Yep, and he's going to give it to Holly.
Okay, Kenneth Lott won the ball. He's going to give the Pro-Am entry to Holly. So she got a Pro-Am entry tonight on her 1-year anniversary. Pretty cool. $5,000 in the Pro-Am prize fund before entry number 1, ladies and gentlemen. $5,000 before anyone enters. So for all of you out there from Southwest Florida and in the region, this is a great deal. You can buy a Pro-Am spot for $60 and just come in and bowl for the $5,000, or you can spend $160, get a WebMD, a Hammer 2.0, and 3 tickets for the event. A great deal. $100 for the ball, if you look at it that way. A great price here at Robert Eddy's Lightning Strikes. And Michelanek now with 8 in a row, so keep in mind, he needs 10 and a 9 drop to lock in. He needs a double. We'll go up the line and come back to 21 through 24 in a moment. And Mark Zell did bowl over 300, but he's a sub in the league. You have to have bowled 12 games. He has not bowled 12 yet. But Zell with a 320. But you got to wait a few weeks. Philly gets handicapped. You got to bowl 12 in the league to qualify for the usage. Michelanek will be coming up on 23 and 24 shortly. For number 9, we'll be watching that. Lots of babies here tonight. About 5 or 6 babies in this place. Good, I love it. Future bowlers. And look at Chrissy Stewart coming with this baby right here. Watch this baby. Look at Grandma and her granddaughter. That girl there gets picked up by more people. That's Chrissy with her granddaughter. And there's Jessica Herbot holding a baby. Lots of babies in here. All right, Jeremy Michelanek now for number 9.
Punched a 279 for a 3.
Oh, you did?
279. I left the 10 pin.
What pair? What pair?
21, late 20.
Wow, John Pfister with 300. Got a car right there, if you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen. There it is on 21. John Pfister, double spare out, had to strike out to get the car, and did. John Pfister with our second car win of the night, along with Jim Coates. So it looks like they're loosening up a little now. Let's go up the ladder now into the 20s. Now keep in mind, Michelanek with 300 last week has a chance again. We're going to be watching Jerry right here. I'm going to just keep the cameras right here. I'm not moving them. Really not a lot to see. I will put the split on. So we have 2 awards now tonight. Jim Coates, John Pfister. Ralph O'Leary on. Hello, Ralph. Welcome aboard tonight. Thank you for joining us. Again, another big weekend coming here at Lightning. This weekend we will have our Super Seniors on Saturday, February 6th. We've already got 25 Super Seniors lined up. We will not be live streaming Sunday. I will live stream the following Saturday for our regular Senior 4-gamer. That's bowlers over the age of 50. No live streaming Sunday. Get a couple Sundays off, thank God. Then on the 20th, our Handicap 5 gamer, sponsored by Jerry McElanick, who will be getting up shortly for 300. And no live streaming Sunday. And then the 5-game scratch, 2,500 guaranteed, on Saturday, the 27th of February. And the 28th, we will live stream the No Tap Double, sponsored by Ray Stevens, Paramount Residential Mortgage Group. So I get a couple of Sundays off, which is kind of neat. Hopefully it'll be warm, take the boat out. Super Bowl Sunday, naturally. Going to watch some football this Sunday. And again, you're all watching the Audi of Fort Myers Mixed at Lightning Strikes Bowl in Fort Myers, Florida on a chilly Tuesday and windy Tuesday, but no snow, no frost, no freezing rain, no snow blowers, no icy roads, but cold. Cold last night, low 40s. Had the heaters on in the bus, believe me. We're going to stay right here and watch Jerry. There's no other chances for a car this game. 2 so far won. John Pfister and Vietnam veteran Jim Coates.
Tammy and McKenzie will be coming down through the bowler circle starting at the low end. There's 8 tickets left for game 3 drawing. Game 3 drawing, there's 8 tickets left. They're coming down now.
And McElanick, now keep in mind, last Tuesday had one. We missed it when we went off the air. Robert Hilton had one. We missed his. So hopefully we'll stay on the air for this 10th frame of game 2. And all of you will have a chance to see Jerry possibly shoot 300. He needs a double for the car. No, he needs the first one, excuse me. The first one in 9 would give him 288 if he missed the 9 count, and he's getting 12. So he needs this one in 9, for the use of a new Audi. He's won them before. I think he's got 3 or 4 in this league already. He's become good friends with Dave Forbes at Audi, that's for sure. Jerry Michalanic now for number 10. Oh, look at that. Yep, look at that. Needed the first one. Again, you break it late here, you'll see that a lot. That ball will deflect at impact. 6-pin will lay in the flat gutter. It will not come out. It won't rattle. And the older installations feature that sort of weak 10. Michalanic's last 2 games in this league, 300, 279. Actually had 21 in a row going back to last Tuesday. And Joe puts the kiss. Joe, I love it. Look at that. He's got lips up there. And there it is, just rolled it a little better. 291 for Michalanic, needed that first one. That's the second game tonight in the 290s that I've seen. Austin Kolecki at 294. Come here. All right, I want to know something.
Got it a little in.
You interviewed him for 279, I shot like 4.
I want to know something. What does it feel like to leave a week 10 to lose the 2-day usage of an Audi? I know what it feels like to win
the first one. You're right. I did.
What does it feel like?
Honestly, I got that in, but when it made the turn, I thought it was going to carry because it still hit.
But what are you thinking as you walk back? Anything different?
Not really. I threw a bad shot.
You threw a bad shot.
I got it in a little bit.
Now, if it was me, I'd have given a ball return kick and an F.
I wasn't too happy, but
Now, did you have 300 the last game last week?
Yeah.
So you had 21 in a row in this league.
No, because this is the second game.
Oh, second game. Sorry. Okay.
Nope.
Senior moment there, folks.
But I did switch. I switched balls about the 9th frame the first game, so.
Sell any houses this week?
No, but it's promising. A lot of stuff going on, yeah.
Did you find Litchi his secret land parcel
No,
yet?
I'm still looking over there. I got it on auto updates. It's automatically sending me everything.
Do you win a free land parcel from Royal Palm Realty if you're an announcer?
Yep, exactly. We just got to find the right one, right?
Yes. I got Jerry looking for me for a piece of land that I want to try and move on, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
Maybe,
We're looking.
Maybe we'll find some, huh?
Hopefully, yeah.
Probably be a 20 by 40.
We'll find something, Larry.
We'll find something.
Just
Anyways,
only a matter of time.
Now, what do you got going in? You got a shot at 800?
No, I don't. Yeah, I do. I had 223, so I got to shoot 300.
You got to shoot 300.
Yeah. I'm lined up with that ball.
Well, you're lined
so
up.
There's a chance.
You got a good reaction with that ball. That
Yeah.
ball looks great. Is that the melee?
Yeah, that's the jab.
Boy, that melee jab is a great ball.
Yeah, I don't throw it very often, but
I
tonight
love
it's matching up good. So.
Oh, yeah, it's matching up great. And what town were you from again in Wisconsin?
Racine.
Racine,
Yep.
Wisconsin, right. I remember.
Yep, home of many legends.
Home of Lenny Borsch?
Lenny's from Kenosha, which is just south, but
Lenny's from Kenosha.
His pro shop is in Racine.
His pro shop is in it. He'll be bowling here.
Yep.
Lenny will be bowling here in April.
Yeah, I'm hoping he comes and stays
I want to
at the
get
house.
you and Lenny. I want to get you and Lenny in the booth, in my big booth when it's done.
Yeah, heck
we'll
yeah.
talk about bowling in Wisconsin, your
Sounds
junior
fun.
leagues and things,
Yeah.
and your idols.
Lenny can tell you about all the Eagles he's won.
I think he's won 5
and
Eagles.
all the tours.
Lenny
stops
Lenny
he's won.
Borsch is a superstar.
He's a great bowler. He
a wonderful
really is.
man.
Yeah, he really is.
All right, we'll let you go.
All right, buddy.
Shoot 300.
All right, I'll try for you.
All right, Jerry Michalanic. There's the boss, Robert Eddy. Okay. Deb Anderson likes Racine, Wisconsin. All right, Deb. I love Wisconsin. I had wonderful, wonderful times there in my professional career at Red Carpet Celebrity on the south side of Milwaukee, and Bolero in Wauwatosa. I was there in the 70s, and Celebrity in the 70s and 80s, and won my first of 2 Eagles in Madison in 1969 at the Dane County Coliseum when I won the Classic All events at the age of 19. A thrill of a lifetime in the great state of Wisconsin. You know, I have a chance to get another sponsor tomorrow night. He's coming in here to meet me. I've known him 55 years, great bowler in his day, and I'm going to interview him tomorrow night. He's got a wonderful story about his life and what he did for human beings, and I'm going to talk with him tomorrow night on a live stream if he'll let me. I haven't seen him in about 20 years, and he's interested in sponsoring here at Lightning, watched our live streams and decided he wanted to come aboard. And I'm going to bring him into the booth hopefully tomorrow evening. And we really go after interested sponsors immediately. Contacted me yesterday, and I said, come on over. Called me. I bowled in Long Beach. That was 72, Joe, and I have the worst story of my bowling career from Long Beach. I was disqualified for a team eagle in Long Beach. My team won. I was on the team, and I got disqualified. Not for cheating, not for doing anything illegal on the lanes. I was disqualified for doing something off the lanes. How's that one? And you might say, well, how is that possible? No, I wasn't arrested. No, there was no felonies. No, I didn't steal anything. No, I didn't break anything. Joe wants to know why. Why? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. Lisa Michelle's on. Out of Mobile, Alabama. Joe, I'll tell the story if you want to hear it. It's ridiculous. Only I could do this. I believe I'm the only bowler in USBC history to be disqualified for an eagle who bowled on a team and didn't get the team eagle, but everyone else did. That's right. The only one. But then again, I'm the only one that's done a lot of things, like winning San Jose where there was no right-handers in the finals. I'm still the youngest one ever to win back-to-back eagles, the only one at the age of 19 and 20 in his first 2 USBCs. I'm the only one live streaming a handicap league on Tuesdays in this country. House is here, Lisa. I had him on, there he is. I had him on earlier, Lisa. How's that? Lisa, is that House? Looks like House to me. Yes, Joe. I was disqualified in 72 in Long Beach. Just used bad judgment. a very innocent move that I made that evening. And cost me an eagle. My team was so mad at me, they threatened me on the phone. I was 3,000 miles away, and they were getting ready to bowl. And you might say, well, what do you mean getting ready to bowl? Why'd you leave? Well, back then, the classic team event consisted of 80 teams, 5 bowlers a team. It's a 40-lane center. So on Thursday night, 40 teams bowled the team event. And on Friday night, 40 teams bowled the team event. And they took the top 6 teams after you'd already bowled 9 games. They took the top 6 teams and had a roll-off. And you bowled 1 game on a pair. So you bowled 3 games on 6 lanes. And then they crowned the classic team champion, where you won a USBC Eagle. And in 70, my team won in that format. We qualified 6th with 29.99. And then shot 31.54 in the roll-off and won the Eagle. Well, if I tell you the story, you won't believe what happened. I bowl Thursday night. My team shoots 29.99. I shoot 6.55. I lead the team. I'm dead broke. I bowled horrible all winter. And on Friday night, if 3 teams beat 29.99, I'm out. We're out. So I decide to fly home, figuring we have no chance. So I get a red eye that Thursday night out of LA. I get home Friday morning to Connecticut. I sleep all day. Friday night, I go out to bowl action. I'm broke. I got to eat. There's big action in Wallingford, Connecticut. So I go down there to bowl in Wallingford. I come home Saturday at noon after bowling for 12 hours. And my wife Ann says to me, Petraglia called, your team qualified 6th. If you don't get back to LA, they're going to kill you. They're never going to talk to you again. So I called Petraglia up. He says, what the hell did you do? I said, I went home. Well, why'd you do that? I says, I couldn't believe we could make it. Well, you got to get back here tonight for 6 o'clock or you're in a lot of trouble. Well, I call up the airlines. I can't get back by 6. So now the team doesn't have a lead-off bowler. And they get a guy out of Daly City, California named Bob Hood. Now, it was an all left-handed team. Hood was left-handed. The rule is they could get a sub as long as he didn't bowl in the event or wasn't signed up for it. Hood didn't bowl, and he wasn't signed up. They get Bob Hood. They bowl the roll-off. He shoots 547. They win the team Eagle. So they had a vote with the tournament director, and they gave Hood the Eagle and not me because they were so mad at me. And I was allowed to split the money with Hood for winning, but I was not given credit for the Eagle, even though I led my team in qualifying with 657. Disqualified for an Eagle. Now, it could have been worse, you know. If they didn't win, then I would have been blamed. So think of what happened. They won. Hood got the Eagle. They got Petraglia and McGrath and Gerhardt and Batista got the Eagle. I went home. I didn't get anything. And that's okay because they won. If they didn't win, I'd have been blamed the rest of my life. Flew home. Not good. All right. We're looking for strings now in Game 3. Possibilities of an Eagle win. And an Audi win. Yes, Joe, only me. I gave myself the kiss of death. I flew home when I should have stayed. And again, not much going on tonight. Only 2 wins so far. John Pfister and Jim Coates. That's it. Lisa Michelle watching her friend House Brown, about 900 miles straight west of here on the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we were 4th Thursday night, Cooper. They had 2 nights of qualifying. After Friday night, we were 6th. They took 6 teams. So we backed in. We finished 6th in the qualifying round. They took 6 teams. Now, out of 80 teams, if 3 beat 29.99, we're out. 2 beat it. We stayed in. You should have seen the teams. These are great teams with Dick Weber and Nelson Burton and Don Johnson and Barry Asher and Sutar and Stefanich and Weber and Carter and the Strohs and the best teams in the world. And no one but 2 teams could break 29.99. That's how tough the lanes were back then. We live in a different world today, believe me. And here we go. Now we do have a chance here on this pair. Jen Dover's on this pair bowling tonight. But Ron Luchart is on spare and 5, and he has won a couple of Audis in this league. He has a shot. 27 pins a handicap. We'll watch Ron throw a shot or 2. Yes, that's correct. It was a great team. It was the first and only left-handed team ever to win an Eagle in the USBC. It was the team of Dick Batista, Johnny Petraglia, Mike McGrath, Butch Gerhardt, and Bob Hood, who took my place, and I was left-handed. So there were 6 lefties on the team. To this day, in the history of the USBC, the only left-handed team to win an Eagle in 110 years. That's how good that team was. So you got to remember, even though I didn't get credit for the Eagle, I was part of qualifying, which I'm proud of. And it hurt to lose the Eagle, but I'm glad they won, because if they didn't win, you know, I'm the villain forever. And sadly enough, on that team, Dick Batista's passed on, Butch Gerhardt has passed on, Bob Hood has passed on, and Mike McGrath has passed on. The only winner of that team left is Johnny Petraglia. And as we get older, each week that goes by, it seems like we lose another one from that generation. And it really hurts, because the older you get, the more you see of that and hear about it. But fond memories, and grateful to God to have the opportunity to be there. Now Ron Luchart up for number 6. Ron Luchart had 35 of 36 strikes on the 9-pin no-tap Sunday with a 4 and 2 at a 260. 300, 260, 300. And Luchart giving it the 5-slapper. Yeah, Big Ron wants that car. Mike McGrath was a fantastic bowler. Here's a statistic for all of you that you might not know. There's only one bowler in history, that won his first PBA event ever. Portland, 1965, Valley Bowl, Mike McGrath. The only one, my teammate. And I got close. I was second in my first event and lost by 42 pins. I had to win the position round game by 55. I won it by 13. But it was a title match because it was in the wood. But only one bowler in 63 years has won his first PBA event that he entered. One. That's how tough it is. Now in baseball, it's always many guys have hit a home run in their first at bat. Many pitchers have pitched a complete game in their first game. Nobody's ever pitched a no-hitter in their first game, to the best of my knowledge. I don't believe I've heard that stat. But one time in 63 years, one entry won his first PBA event. And now, Ron Luchart getting 27 pins. If he gets this one, he's at 286. So he needs the 8th, 9th, and 10th to do it. Now, at 27, 69, no, he has to get the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Needs a triple for the car. Ron's last card that he won, he went to the Hollywood Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Took a ride up. Then he went to the Keys in it for a few days. Last August. Brother Ron, what are you doing? He's going, what am I doing? What is wrong with me? Yeah, I understand. How could I throw it like that? Did you ever feel that, folks? You throw a ball like that. How did I just do that? I'm locked in, I got the pair wired, and I missed by an arrow to the left. Because he got the Larry Kiss, so I'll leave him alone on the spare. He might miss that. Carla Drigger's on. Hello, Carla. Jeff Baxter, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us here in Southwest Florida. You're watching the Oaks Farms Premier League, where every week 160 bowlers have a chance to win a 2-day usage of an Audi from Audi of Fort Myers. No one's ever won 4 in one night. That would be 3 games over 300 and an 800 with handicap. Several bowlers have won 3. No one has swept them. That's an interesting stat right there. Now, Kalecki might have a shot. Went 294 in game 1. If he strikes this game out, he has a chance, and he might have a shot at 800 now. I don't know what he bowled in game 1. The young man has a shot on 17 for a car and possibly 800, so we'll come back to him. John Pfister's won a car tonight. Jim Coates, 2 so far. And there's Jim Coates right there, Vietnam veteran. Has to take a 2-stepper.
All right, attention Audi bowlers. Your game 3 ticket has been picked. And as we're wrapping up the night, we'll pick our not game 4, but the end of the night bucket. We sold another bucket, so let's pay attention.
And 3 balls went out tonight for the Pro-Am already. The action has started. Raffling balls for our Pro-Am spots. And bowlers excited. PBA Senior Tour coming to Southwest Florida after 20 years. The last one was here in 2000 at Woodside Lanes in Naples. It was won by Johnny Petraglia. And I was 12th in that event. It was an ESPN televised event. And Petraglia won in 99 there, and I was 12th in that one. And that was an ESPN televised event. So Petraglia is actually the defending title holder in the Senior Tour since there was never another one here after 2000, 21 years ago. Amazing how fast time flies. I was just 51 when I bowled that event. Still pretty good. Body didn't ache yet. Had good ball speed. I could put a little gas to it if I had to. But I don't have that anymore. Wish I did. Now we'll watch Dave Stouffer right here on lane 32. Keep in mind, tomorrow night we are on at 6:30, and Saturday we will be on at 1:30. No Sunday televised this week, but a big schedule coming in March and April. Lots of action. Now, Stouffer has won several cars in this league without handicap. He's had a couple 800s, I believe, and at least 2 300s. So, and he's donated them when he's won. He's let some ladies win, and we put the lady's name into a raffle. Tonight he's throwing rockets, as you can see, just piping it right up 10. Just amazing versatility. And doing a great job here. Here's the house with 191 in game 3. Watch this young man right here. He has a chance now. That's a good shot. Watch this. Atta boy. I think that's enough for a car right there. Let's see. That might be. Now, he had 294 in game 2. He needs an 8 count for a car here. If he gets 7, he misses by a pin. He needs 8. That's a good shot. That a boy. That a boy. 302 for Austin Kalicki with 294 the game behind him. Now he might have had 800, so he might have got 2 cars tonight. So that was our 3rd winner of the evening, which is great to see. On a cold night here on the southwest coast. Nope, nothing there. But right there, Justin Kalicki with 294 and 302, 596. So keep in mind, if his first game was in the 160s, he's got a second car tonight. And I believe that's the case. He's throwing the ball too good to have bowl less than 160 in game 1. We'll come back to that score shortly and check in on the scoring unit. Again tomorrow night, 6:30, Oaks Farms. 20,000 added. And we want to thank Hammer Bowling Balls now, which is our host, our entitlement sponsor for the senior event, Tyler Armour and Brunswick, signing on with us.
Can you see 7 and 8?
No. Who?
He's on 8.
8.
Now you can see.
Is he finishing on 8? Good, 300? Okay, John Rakoski is going to be coming up, folks, on lane 8. Same scenario as last Wednesday night with Ryan Tamarino when he shot 875. He finished on lane 8. John Rakoski will be coming up on lane 8 for 300. So we will watch Rakoski, the great True Amateur Challenge champion. Watch Stouffer right here. Watch Stouffer tonight, just piping. A lot of you that have seen him bowl, watch this. He's just roping 10 with speed. Look at that, right at him. And he missed it. And Rakoski got the 10th one. Okay, John Rakoski with 10 in a row on lane 8. We can watch his last few shots. Now, he is a sub in this league. He's not eligible for a car, but he's eligible for 300. So let's watch Rakoski now bowl the 11th shot. One want to check Kalicki's score. Does not look like he had 800. I'll find out shortly. I think he did. Let's watch Rikoski here. I think he was waiting for that machine to get turned on lane 7. That 4-pin was standing with a blackened pin setter. So I think Rikoski was just waiting. There he comes now. This is for 11. 10 in the pit for the great Rikoski. Austin Kalecki got 2 cars tonight, and Rikoski shot 300. And Austin Kalecki with 843 to get 2 cars. John Rikoski just shot 300 for all of you. A great end to a great evening. His many 300s, about 70 to 75 300s for Rikoski. Michelanek bowling very well tonight, has a chance at 800. I think he told me he does. He needs a big game. Oh, got the Litchi kiss. I should never have put the camera on him. Sorry, Jerry. The Litchi kiss, baby. And we're looking for big scores. We know that Austin Kalecki got 2, Jim Coates with 1. And John Pfister with 1 is 4 that we know of tonight. 4 more added to the list. Again, we want to thank all of you for being with us this evening. Just another great night here at Lightning Strikes in Fort Myers. Could very well be action. Keep in mind, the last 5 or 6 Wednesdays, we've stayed late. About 5 weeks ago, Rhino Page bowling here. Don Barrett bowling here in action, so keep in mind, tomorrow night there will be action at Lightning Strikes. Don't forget that for all of you. Nice bowling. 2 cars.
Dude, I don't even know how I did it.
Sit down with me, young man. Great evening for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I want to ask you about game 2. You know you need a mark in the 10th, and you leave the 2-8.
Yeah, I just came right over top of the ball when I went to go.
Pretty disappointed, I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But the last game, you get a big string and you shoot 800, so you bowled great.
Yeah, I mean, I went first or very ball in the third game. Went to come out of it, just came out of it flat.
Is this the first time you've won cars in the league?
Yeah, in this league it is.
So you get 2 tonight.
Yep.
That's a heck of a night.
Yeah.
That's
Especially-
great. That's great.
Yeah. Decided to go back to my old way of bowling.
You went back to your old. You should stay with your old way of bowling.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very nice. Nice comeback too.
Oh yeah.
You know,
definitely.
after the disappointment of game 2, and then you put the big string together to get the car.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic bowling.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
all I needed in that second game was just that mark and then 8.
Well, yeah, you did great though. You got 843 in the last game. You bowled over 300. That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Have a
Thank
good
you. Nice comeback for the young man. We like that. I always like when they win. It's fun when they win. Again, a big crowd here tonight. Look at this. Down the low end, down the high end. It's sort of an amazing thing. This place was just done. Wednesday nights in here, it looked like there was more people at a funeral. Tuesday nights were horrible. It was just nothing. And all of a sudden, this new owner, 4 cars so far, Joe, this new owner comes in here and starts remodeling, and people have said the place is beautiful, and they're right. It's becoming a beautiful house. Look at it. Look at the room we have. And when you see that front view, pretty cool. No masks, Kenny. They're not. It's an amazing scenario. I wear the masks all the time when I'm out of the booth. I wear my mask everywhere I go, even in here when I'm not in my booth. But there are no rules here from Governor DeSantis, and I don't get into the politics of it. I have my own personal beliefs, but I don't bring them publicly because it just doesn't work. It's like being a Democrat or a Republican. If you're one or the other, 50% don't like it. So I stay out of that too. Alicia Cleveland on. How many cars? 4, Joe Panko. Oh, look, we got a chance here for a car. Check this out. 47 pins of handicap now. Oh, yes. At a, let's see. At a 294 pace. So whoever, looks like Jody needs the next one for a car. We're going to stay, we'll come back to 23 and 4 in a moment.
Yeah, that's fine. No, he's been in my house.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, he knows it. Yeah.
Why don't I just go?
Well, once you wait till it's a little more quiet. When you're done, we'll go in the room in there where it's quiet.
Deal. I forgot about that. Okay. Me and the boss are going to call Norm Duke up as soon as the show ends here. Kenny Clark, the way you win a car is it's 90% of 235 handicap. If you shoot 300 or 800, you win a car. We've had 4 people win a 2-day usage tonight. We have 104 2-day usages from Audi of Fort Myers that sponsors this league. So most of these people, being handicap bowlers and mixed league bowlers, have never had a chance to win anything. But this league has given them an opportunity to have quite a night, and we're very proud of it. That's just one of our many promotions here at Lightning Strikes.
Were Linda Johnson, Kenneth Lott, Jerry McAtlantic, and Brad Stewart. If anyone is interested, I'll run one more before we're done with tonight.
And we'll stay right here. We know of 4 tonight. Austin Kalicki 2, John Pfister 1, Jim Coates 1, and I believe this next bowler coming up here needs a strike to do it. This gentleman right here, Jody Morton. Unless it's the other gentleman, I don't know which one it is. I think it's this gentleman here. It is. Jody Morton needs a strike and a good count for a 2-day usage. That's a good shot. Come on, come on, come on. That away, shreds the rack. Okay. So now he's at a 256 pace with 47. He's at a 303. Needs a good count. Do not want to get 6. If he gets 7, he needs them all.
Did you see it?
If he gets 8, I got lane 8.
No, that was awful.
Yes.
Now
All right.
one more.
Needs to get at least 7 and make the spare. Okay. That's a good shot again. And there it is. That's enough. Oh, yes, he's got it. 302 in the wood. One more is a 303. He is the 5th winner of the evening. Well, thank you, Kenny Clark, for joining us, all of you tonight, of course. We love when new viewers come on. This gentleman right here, Jody Morton, getting a car. Good for him. And there it is, an Audi. 303. There it is, the magic number. That's car number 5. I think we're up to about 105 now. No kiss from Larry Joe. One of the first times in my history as an announcer I haven't put it on somebody. There it is, 303. And we're just about done for the evening. A few pairs finishing up here. All right, Rob. And again, oh, you bowl with Mike, Kenny Clark? I was on the phone with my son Mike today. Doing a lot of plowing up there. He says been plowing snow for 3 days. Yeah, no masks. Sort of an amazing scenario here. Although we're on the downside, there hasn't been anything that remotely has traveled in Southwest Florida. No horror stories or anything. It's dropping. Thank God. I hope it continues. Can't believe next month will be a year of this garbage. I can't wait for it to end. I've been dying to get back up to Connecticut, be with my son and my grandchildren. No one wants to coach me, Cooper. It's a waste of time. Believe me. As you can see, another great crowd here at Lightning Strikes, and I believe it's about done for the night. Again, 5 wins this evening. Good night for bowling. 5 for the evening. Skeeter, walk that way. Walk that way. Watch this, folks. This is the most beautiful dog. This gentleman, Skeeter, stay right there. Stay right there. There he is. See him? Check him out. He's a PTSD dog. I wanted to show the audience the dog. My favorite. Go back. Walk back that way. Right there. Right there. See, he's got identification on. See? He's beautiful. He's trained. He's in here look. Look, he's talking to Skeeter. Look at him. He's beautiful. Oh, he's on TV. Veteran, licensed and very well trained, and in here all the time. When Skeeter bowls, every frame he lays down right behind him. Just amazing to see. Yes, post-traumatic stress disorder. A lot of our veterans came home with that, and that dog gives so much love and affection and protects Skeeter. He's always with him, like his best friend. Thank you, Vittorio. Yeah, we got a family here. You tell Robert Eddy there with all the boys. And we're going to call it a night. Competition is over. Got a few phone calls to make with Robert. We will be on the air tomorrow night at 6:30. Keep in mind, we're promoting fast for the PBA Senior Tour, the non-champions event here in March. And right now, as soon as I get off the air with all of you, Robert and I are calling Norm Duke, trying to make some arrangements with him that if he doesn't make the finals in the U.S. Open, we will fly him back here to Fort Myers, put him in an Audi, and have him bowling here so our fans and all of you could see him in April, who we really want, one of the 3 bowlers in the history of bowling to win over 40 PBA events. So we got a phone call to make. I want to thank all of you for being with us tonight. We will be back on the air tomorrow at 6:30. And as you can see, competition now over with a couple of shots left. It looks like one of the bowlers just practicing, and this last pair here finishing. And again, we want to thank all of you for being with us. Again, I'm going to shut it down now. We've got to make a very important call up to Claremont, Florida. We'll see you all tomorrow night at 6:30. Again, we want to wish all of you a lot of good luck and good bowling. Stay safe. Talk to you tomorrow night. Thank you. And I'm out. Okay.